Same.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
Welcome.
oh, okay.
How you doing?
Make sure I'm on silent mode.
I know. Welcome to story time, y'all.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi,
Shalom, everybody.
What's that little line across there?
Mm,
Oh, he don't
I
have
don't
no
know.
here, so maybe it's just.
yeah, it's just a thing. Something.
Might just have to
Dealing
live
with these
it
kids.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know these kids and these computers.
All right, everybody, come on in.
What
Come
does
on
say?
in the room.
No.
Yes.
It says waiting something.
Oh, that's
Oh, so like
yeah.
people waiting? There's people waiting?
I think. Hey guys, hey family, hey y'all. I'm trying to. There we go. All right, that look a little better. All right, so welcome. Thank you guys for your patience. All right, so welcome back to story time. Good to see y'all on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, one and two. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience, and it's good to see everybody here on a whole nother what day? This is the third day.
Third day.
Third day. Okay, third day. Okay.
So anyway.
Yeah, I have to be counted. Okay. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G, and the place to be.
Yay.
And I say anywhere the Ruach is, that's where I want to be. Okay.
Yes.
That one.
That's where
Okay.
Facts. Hi, I'm Deshawn, also known as
Auntie Shawnee.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkle that.
That's
thing.
not fairy dust.
No, it's seasoning.
Yeah.
Yes, because we are salty and lit. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. All right, we'll take that. Let's get some Auntie
And this one over here
is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But
That's right, y'all. If y'all didn't know, we do it for the community. No
For
longer
real.
do we do it for ourselves. All
That's
right.
That's right.
All right. I just want to make sure that I have. Auntie Linda, if you can give me a thumbs up to let me know that you can moderate the whole thing, just let me know. You have that ability to do that. I know I set it up last night, but I'm not sure. Okay, so again, welcome to Story Time.
Story time. Story time.
We're super excited. So we are in the fourth book of Maccabees.
Yes.
And it's getting good.
It's really good.
It's good, y'all.
Yeah.
That
it's,
fourth book, whole different tone.
Whole different tone.
When I
Whole
tell
different
you I'm learning while I'm reading.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
Like
Same.
for real learning. It's
For real,
like
for real.
I'm in a lecture and a lab at the exact same
A
time.
lecture
Yes.
in the lab. I'm
For sure.
super excited. And as you guys know, like always, we have a scripture before we get into the reading. And we're doing Jude.
Yes.
And what verse did you read from yesterday?
So did you want the
Now
who is okay? That's verse 24.
All right, so we're going to start verse 24 in Jude. You already know it's only one chapter. All right, so it says, "Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise Elohim, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forever and ever. Amen."
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I thought you was going, hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I was about
okay.
to.
Okay, I knew. Okay.
So we're on chapter 6 or 7. We're about to go into. We're about to go into.
Yeah, because yesterday I think we started here because I didn't mark yesterday because remember I was trying to go.
Yeah, we are up here.
I remember.
Yeah, we finished.
It was about
We finished chapter 6.
So we're
We're on
7.
7.
Yes.
All right. So do we have a recap or it was so much going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying because we read this.
Mm-hmm.
We read all this.
I really liked what you said about that we have to deny the passions
Mhm.
and we have to discipline ourselves to the reasoning.
Yes.
Because the reasoning is the master of the passions.
Whew.
Of all that.
Of
Girl.
all that.
Yep. The reasoning is the master of all that, which is Torah.
Oh, wow.
The reasoning is Torah. It's the wisdom. Listen to wisdom. You
Mm.
don't have any ass. She'll be there.
Mm.
I'll be there.
Come on with it. Yeah.
Just call my name.
Yes.
I'll be there.
I had
No, let me
no
stop.
idea
I
that
love
Michael
it.
Jackson was
That
writing
sounded so
about
sweet.
wisdom. Okay, wisdom all wandering in the streets. She's like, just call my name. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So,
Anyway, let me stop. Anyway, we were talking about what is his name? The priest.
Azar.
Elazar. They were torturing him, trying to get him again, break the Torah. Just act like you're gonna do it.
Mhm.
Nope, I can't act like I do it. There's too many young ones looking at me.
Yep.
And they're gonna break it because I need them to see the example.
Yeah.
And we saw how he was tortured.
Yes.
They were beating him, ran all them stakes through him. He burning up down to the bone, and he praying.
Yep.
Not Lord, get him.
That's right. Oh,
Not Lord,
you just
slap
blessed
him in
me.
the face.
You just
Yeah.
blessed me.
Mhm.
Not Yahuwah, burn him up.
Mm-hmm. Get 'em back.
Yahuwah, let me take this one for the team.
Absolutely. Yes.
If it takes me to take it for the team, for the community, so that my brothers and sisters don't fall into this, I'm gonna take this for the team.
Wow.
I'm gonna do
Was
this
he
for the
not
community, for the family.
a good example?
Mhm. Yes.
He truly was a epistle. They call
Yes.
him a living epistle.
Yes.
Yes.
He really was.
Yes.
Because he was
Mhm.
saying, because they're giving us real life examples of let the Torah rule you and not your
Yes.
passions.
Ooh-wee.
And then we got into, they're getting more into, now we found out all of them was fine. And the king is looking at him like, oh, get your mama.
Uh-huh.
Looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we
The
at,
king
'cause
is
that's right
interested
from
in
verse
the
4.
the
Yeah.
king is interested in the brothers, okay?
All 7 of them.
All 7
He's
of them.
looking at all of them.
Emphasis on the king, okay? I
He's
didn't say
like,
queen.
right. He's like, hold up now.
He's like, cheeks is tight.
Because they was bringing people before him that would not break the Torah, and he was like, kill him, kill him, kill him. Here come these 7 fine brothers walking into the room. He go, well, look at here.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
And they all unto death with Alasar.
Mhm.
Okay, but
Adhere to Torah.
yes.
Okay.
Which
Mm-mm.
we
ain't in that
story yet. I mean, we did it at the.
But we about to get some new details.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they be in more detail than this one. So
Let's get into it. Okay, we're on 4th Maccabees, chapter 7, for those of you who do have your
you on 8? We did that.
chapter 7.
We'll
Look, I know.
Oh, you
put
right.
Favorable feelings. I know.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
we're
So
on
just
chapter.
start at the top so they get it.
Okay,
Yeah, we're on
chapter
8.
eight.
See, you even got a little clue.
You know, you right. Chapter 8 of 4th Maccabees in the Sefer, and if you have the app,
Oh yeah.
follow along as well.
Yes.
I remember that vehemently, the way you were saying that.
Vehemently.
Thank you. You said it so well I couldn't have.
Let's see. Then, indeed, vehemently, swayed with passion, he commanded to bring others of the adult Ivrim, or Hebrew. And if they would eat of the unclean thing, to let them go when they had eaten. But if they objected, to torment them more grievously. The tyrant having given this charge, 7 brethren were brought into his presence, along with their aged mother, handsome and modest, and well born, and altogether comely. That means they were
I know.
They was
inside and
fine.
outside. They
Yep.
were beautiful.
They was
Yeah.
looking like you.
Yeah,
Girl,
that's
we
what I'm talking about. Verse 3. Whom when the tyrant beheld encircling their mother as in a dance.
You know we do everything with rhythm.
Mm.
They got around their mama like,
Mm-hmm.
what you not gonna do
Right.
is touch her. But ooh, they don't even know. He don't even wanna.
Uh-huh.
He was pleased at them, and being struck with their becoming and ingenuous mien, smiled upon them, and calling them near, said, O youths with favorable feelings, I admire the beauty of each of you, and greatly honoring so numerous a band of brethren, I not only counsel you not to share the madness of the old man who has been tortured before.
So they
I
came in right after Elazar.
Eleazar. I felt like he was doing a little smacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Go on with the sound effects, baby. I appreciate it. Verse
Well,
5.
did it say he was encircling it? Wait.
No, the brothers. I think the
Oh, the
brothers
brothers
was
encircling
encircling their
around.
mother.
Mother.
Because
Okay,
what
okay.
you ain't gonna do is come at her.
Yeah, okay.
But what they did was do it on one accord, so it looked
Yeah,
like
look
a
at dance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Verse 5. But I do beg you to yield and to enjoy my friendship, for I possess the power, not only of punishing those who disobey my commands, but of doing good to those who obey them.
Mm.
Put confidence in me, then, and you shall receive places of authority in my government. If you forsake your national ordinance and conforming to the Yavani or Greek mode of life, alter your rule and revel in youth's delights.
Oh, he really said that.
Yeah.
And rebel. He was
I
like,
promise you, he probably did just that.
and
I can see
rebel.
that.
And then like through a bang, to the wind.
Yeah.
Because he said that's how we Greeks do it.
Because remember in the gymnasium,
In the gymnasium, we
back
hang out with the boys.
they
naked.
hang out with the boys. Okay, they wrestle. I ain't gonna tell you what they wrestle on. You can figure that out because you're okay. But they wrestle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, 8. For if you provoke me by your disobedience, you will compel me to destroy you, everyone, with terrible punishments by tortures. Have mercy then upon your own selves, whom I, although an enemy, compassionate for your age and come.
I feel like he touched him. I feel like he said, although I am an enemy, I'm compassionate about your age.
Yeah. Age and comeliness.
And touched them faces. You know how people
I like
Yeah.
that you young and you fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, baby. Just
Mhm.
come on over to my side.
And then just touching their face.
Oh,
You know how they do.
I know they was looking at him like, if I could mollywop you right about now,
Like
if
run that back.
If I had the power.
They said, run that back. Wait, what you say?
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah, that part. What you say?
Who is this guy? They probably like, what in the world?
Gymnasium. Yo, Greeks, we not going for that. No.
You want to put it where?
Exactly. Exactly. It's the where though. Okay? It's the where for me.
Yeah.
It's the where, y'all. Facebook is the where.
It's the where for me, okay? Exit.
Verse 10. Will you not reason upon this, that if you disobey, there will be nothing left for you but to die in tortures? Thus speaking, he ordered the instruments of torture to be brought forward, that very fear might prevail upon them to eat unclean meat.
Mm-hmm.
And when the spearmen brought forward the wheels and the racks and the hooks and the catapults and the cauldrons, pans and finger racks and iron hands and wedges and bellows, the tyrant continued.
Okay,
Wait a minute. How many things you need to kill a person?
But we the barbarians.
Great. You got
we don't have none of this stuff.
None of this.
I ain't with none of this.
Like, what is all this?
You need racks though. What you
Catapults.
What you gonna do with these fingers? Okay.
You finna make them fly across and on the rocks and
He most definitely got this race of people definitely got these evil machines from Hasatan and his father.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way that they would
demonic.
be able to come up with this stuff themselves. That is so demonic.
Nope, that is so
against us.
Yes,
just for us.
You know they use the art of intimidation intimidation. He's like,
Right.
once they see these weapons and
Uh-huh.
machines, they're gonna bow down. Show them, bring them out. Now, what you gonna eat the unclean meat, right?
Mm-hmm. You're right. That's probably just how he looked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Oh man, I don't even want to come on, man. And scene and cut because I ain't got time.
Verse 13. Fear, young men, and the righteousness which ye worship will be merciful to you if you err from compulsion.
He tried the same thing they tried with Eleazar.
Yep.
Don't worry, whatever it is, your righteousness, they'll be merciful. It'll be, in other words, your Elohim will be merciful to you because you just did it from compulsion.
Yes.
It's just something, oh, it just happened. Forgive
Mhm.
me. Yeah.
And the thing is, you identified yourself as my enemy, so you
Yes.
that's bold.
Yes.
Even
you
though,
said I'm your enemy.
even though I'm a
Mhm.
enemy, I still admire your body. And
But you are God.
Mhm. Enemy and friendship, that don't work. I'm supposed to trust you? No, that don't work.
Mm-mm-mm.
But they still
They
have to
tell us.
have our permission.
That's right.
Oh, they have to.
And you see it right here.
Mm-hmm.
That right there.
Mhm.
I want you, but I
It
want
has
you
to be
it has to be your
voluntary.
Yeah,
It has to
it's got to be your choice. It's got to be your choice. And he showed putting it out there, like I'm your enemy, but I want to smack them cheeks.
Yeah.
Never mind. Go ahead.
14. Now they having listened to these words of persuasion and seeing the fearful instruments, not only were not afraid, but even answered the arguments of the tyrant, and through their good reasoning, there it is right there, destroyed his power.
Reasoning is about to overcome again.
It's the master.
The master.
Yes.
Sensei.
Yes.
Yes.
Brought out that word, that Torah.
Mhm.
But that's how Messiah did too. It is written.
Yes,
Yep.
he sure did. That
is
was the
written.
reasoning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. It is written.
Mhm. Even when he said, "Aren't you the king of the?" He said, "Thou said it."
Yeah.
Not me.
You said that.
I didn't say that. That
Which
came out
means
your
you
mouth.
know.
Exactly.
You know what's up.
That's reasoning.
Don't play with me.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I love it.
Go ahead on with that Torah.
Right.
And it said it destroyed his power. Like he's like now, like, oh
Yeah.
what I'm gonna use now?
Your confidence gone.
They coming at me with that Torah, like that Eleazar, like the old man did.
I love it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Verse 15. Now let us consider the matter. Had any of them been weak-spirited and cowardly among them, what reasonings would they have employed but these?
Wow, you guys. So he took a break from the story. The writer took a break from the
Mhm.
story and said, "Now listen. Let us think about
Yes,
this.
think about it. Yep.
If they was weak spirited, they would have
Mhm.
fell for it."
Yep.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
He sure would have.
And then I couldn't have shown you what the power of behind reasoning. But this is crazy. This author is dope. I love the writing.
Verse 16. Oh, wretched that we are, and exceeding senseless.
Mm-hmm.
When the king exhorts us and calls us to his bounty, should we not obey him? Why do we cheer ourselves with vain counsels and venture upon a disobedience bringing death? Shall we not fear, O brethren, the instruments of torture, and weigh the threatenings of torment, and shun this vain glory and destructive pride? Let us have compassion on our age and relent over the years of our mother. And let us bear in mind that we shall be dying as rebels.
And they got together and said, look, brothers, we leaving here.
Yeah.
If we gotta die,
They looked at each other,
yeah.
they got in a huddle and looked
Mhm.
each other in the eye and said, we dying.
Yep.
Mhm.
We gotta understand
They
that.
kind of
We
they
dying.
considered everything.
Yep.
They considered like
Mhm.
we can't
We're
give
not
in.
obeying him.
Mm-mm.
No. We don't care if he's
Because at the end of the day, like even if you were to obey him, even if you didn't physically die, you spiritually died that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they counted both costs. Like
Yep.
dang if we do, dang if we don't.
Mhm.
We might as well be on the don't side.
Mm-hmm. It was like, I don't care what the king says. I don't care if he's the government. Because a
Mhm.
lot of people, the Bible says we should obey those and whatever it say. I can't
Right.
even remember the scripture. No. But it also says you ought to obey Yah rather
Mhm.
than
That's right.
man.
That's right.
That's right.
Nobody has authority over Yah.
No,
No.
nobody.
Not these pastors, preachers who think they have authority over you and you need to do what they say.
That's right.
Like they in control of you. No.
Mm-mm.
What kingdom do they have? Does this king really have a kingdom? You gonna leave here. Who's it gonna go to? The next person? Maybe your son, maybe not. But when it's all over, who does it really belong to? Who's really the king?
Mhm.
Only be one.
Only
Can we
one.
go?
That's it.
We dying
That's
today.
it. We dying.
Bottom line, that's it. Let's see, verse
20?
20?
is it
No,
20?
21.
And divine, and that's with a capital D, and a divine justice, capital D, capital J, will pardon us if we fear the king through necessity. Why withdraw ourselves from a most sweet life and deprive ourselves of this pleasant world? Let us not oppose necessity, nor seek vainglory by our own excruciation. The Torah itself is not forward to put us to death if we dread torture. Whence has such angry zeal taken root in us, and such fatal obstinacy approved itself to us, when we might live unmolested by the king?
It's the unmolested part for me.
That's what you think you're gonna live unmolested. Like in other words, not be. If we do what he says, he won't bother us. Not as in bother, but
Right.
Oh, okay.
he'll let us live in peace
you
as
better
long
make
as
it clear,
we do what
okay?
he say.
Yeah.
And part of what he says is he wants some. So if we give him some, we good. Basically, he'll let us live.
Somewhat.
So
Shelley.
unmolested means if we do what he says.
Okay.
It just means unbothered.
Okay.
So
In this
not
context.
not in this context.
Okay.
In this context.
Y'all already know my mind is butt breaking.
Yeah, no,
right.
that's what
I appreciate you.
if
clearing
we
it up.
let him buck break us, that means he'll let us live unmolested. Like he won't bother us.
Right.
But you have to it's sort of like the slave master going into the slave quarters. He'll give us, the good steak as long as we let him come in and have sex with us.
Yeah, it's true.
He'll give us something better than what the other slaves had. I mean, you may not have got it. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of them did get a steak. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what it means in this context.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you for clarity.
I saw them little things.
Girl, you know my mouth is shut. Okay, my mouth is shut.
Verse 26. But nothing of this kind did the young men say or think when about to be tortured, for they were all well aware of the sufferings and masters of the pains.
Okay, sorry. Just so we have clarity. So he was giving us example from the top of 15 when he said, now let us consider the matter had any of them been weak, spirited.
Yes.
This was an example of them being the weak spirited.
Yes. Okay.
And that's why he went back and said, for they were, they didn't say, but nothing of this kind did the young men say or think when about to be tortured.
Right.
So they wasn't thinking that they wasn't doing this. He was giving us an example of a weak spirited.
Yeah.
Of a weak spirit.
Oh, that's good. For they were,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, for they were well aware of the sufferings and masters of the pains, so that as soon as the tyrant had ceased counseling them to eat the unclean, they all together with one voice, as from the same heart, said, why delay you, O tyrant? For we are
what are we waiting for?
For we are readier to die than to transgress the injunctions of our fathers. And we should be disgracing our fathers if we did not obey the Torah and take knowledge for our guide. O tyrant, counselor of Torah breaking, do not, hating us as you do, Pity us more than we pity ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need your pity.
No, do what you gonna. This is why. Listen,
Polycarp.
why you stopping?
Polycarp,
Like,
yeah, we ready.
We ready. Let's go.
You talk too much. Get to it. Get to the point. We
Yeah.
dying for the Torah.
That's it. Ooh, we.
Do what you need to do. We dying.
Now I can totally see like why we must die daily.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
why we must suppress that flesh side of us.
Yeah.
Because when when things come against us, we have to be sure to stand no matter what.
Yes.
And if we're weak, spiritually weak or lacking and stuff, we can easily succumb to that very thing.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
It's just human nature.
Yep.
Someone used to say, the flesh and the spirit is always warring against one another, but the one you feed the most will win.
Yes.
And in this case, we know who winning.
Yeah. Ain't the flesh.
It ain't
the flesh. Verse 4. Or we account escape to be worse than death, and you think to scare us by threatening us with death by tortures, as though you had learned nothing by the death of Al-Assar.
Listen, they was in the crowd watching.
They like, look, didn't Eleazar just go through this with y'all? Did you learn nothing just by watching him? Did you learn nothing? We're here to do the same thing he did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just one moment, you guys.
Oh, can you see it?
Let me get this person out of our chat.
Where Linda? Did she give us a thumbs up?
Report it.
Oh.
Sorry, sir. You do not desire to be in this chat, so.
Is it the same as yesterday? Okay.
Got to be more careful.
Don't erase them bitches. Report.
Excuse us. I'm so sorry, you guys.
I'll say let the boy ramble and tell everybody don't answer him. Because we can't keep stopping this. I mean, this is...
I mean, sir, you're not here to learn, so I don't understand. Yeah. Quit letting Hasatan use you. Sir, you're smart. You're very smart, okay? And I don't say that sarcastically. I mean that as a compliment. Sorry.
Oh, Linda must not have... Oh, did she answer? Linda? Is she moderating? Or she may not have...
Don't remove, just report.
I did, but I got to remove.
Oh, okay. Or hide.
No, I need him to be removed.
Hallelujah.
Real crazy today?
I don't know. I can't see. I can't even see it.
See, that's why he put us on his computer.
He was talking real crazy? Oh,
he's still here.
You have to block him.
I'm trying to. I don't really know that, but I just, iron sharpens iron. Thank you for being the iron, sir.
Hey, he can stay a little bit on there and listen as far as I'm concerned.
You know how to right click on that?
I just put remove.
He's just wanting to be a distraction.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I want everybody to just ignore him. Nobody answer him. Let him keep talking. And he'll remove himself. He'll stop.
Oh, this demon ain't stopped.
Is somebody answering him? That's why.
Nah.
Nobody's
answering him. Okay. He's commenting on everything, and all his comments are just
yeah.
I know.
Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry.
On his job. That's all.
All right, I'm sorry, you guys.
Let's be
sorry,
about
Facebook.
our Father's business.
Sorry about
Get
that.
our view back.
There we go.
Welcome to When Demons Attack.
Right.
That part.
Right, listen, it is what it is. Okay?
That part.
It is what it
on
is.
the right track.
We are.
And it takes reasoning, right?
Yeah.
So he's a perfect example how to use reasoning.
Absolutely.
And instead of me going off on this individual who could be potentially my brother or sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use weasel and just like, listen, this ain't the platform for you.
Yeah.
Instead of calling you out.
Yeah.
What point will it make?
There's no point.
There's no point.
You're absolutely right.
Give me my breath back, okay?
Yeah.
It's a waste of breath. All right. Where were we?
We're on verse 6 because he just said, they just said on one accord, have you learned nothing
By
yeah,
Alazar.
yeah, by
Yeah.
Alazar, absolutely.
Okay.
Verse 6. But if aged men of the Ivrim have died in the cause of the faith after enduring torture, more rightly should we younger men die,
Mhm.
scorning your cruel tortures, which our aged instructor overcame.
That's our teacher.
That was
Yes.
our teacher.
That's our teacher.
Yes.
And if he, as old as he is, can endure it, our young bodies can take
Listen,
it.
they like, batter up, we up. Okay,
Mhm.
run her up, we up here. Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's do this.
Who you want to go first? Who you torturing first?
Shall we any, mini, my, and mo? You know, what
We
you
doing
want
this
to do?
together? What we doing?
Because you just talking.
And you not gonna see my mama cry. My mama not gonna be like, "Oh, David son, I'll eat the pork." Mama not finna bow.
Mama is under. See, this is why we have to be so sure of what awaits us.
Yes.
Because death have no power.
Thank
Yes.
you.
It has no power.
That is
Yes.
good.
When we know what awaits us,
Yeah.
and this is why the testimonies are so important to help us overcome.
Yes.
Because we read things like that, okay, we can see how the system is moving.
Yeah.
But what you ain't
Yes.
gonna do is get me to move in
Mhm.
fear. That ain't gonna work.
Ain't none of us moving in fear.
We ain't moving in fear.
That's right.
Not this family.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
As long as
Nope.
we lined up with the Torah, we ain't moving it. We moving in one accord. Okay?
Steadfast, immovable is what the word
Mhm.
says.
Yeah, she gonna give us a whooping.
Facts.
My mama don't
That's
play.
right.
Mm-mm.
That's right.
You don't
Mm-mm.
play with the wrong woman.
Yeah.
My mama from around the way.
She the people of the way.
She wear bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
No.
Baby, she made me snatch my own earring off.
Oh, okay.
He wrote the song about girls from around the way.
Oh.
And back then we wore bamboo earrings, and
Yes.
we were just starting to get our ear pierced, and he wrote like this song about us as women. He said that's the kind of woman I want.
And that's the one he's staying with too. All these
She
years.
said she from around the way.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know the song, y'all. I just know Mama will knock you out.
Okay, that's one too. That's why
I know.
grandma.
That's listen.
Grandma. Yeah.
I only know that one. You know what I'm saying? Emphasis on the knock you out.
I love it. Verse 7. Make the attempt then, O tyrant, and if you put us to death for our faith, think not that you harm us by torturing us. For we through this ill treatment and endurance shall bear off the rewards of virtue.
Mm-hmm.
But you, for the wicked and despotic slaughter of us, shall from the divine vengeance endure eternal torture by fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you doing to us is temporary.
Yeah,
Absolutely. This is a moment.
but you gonna feel what
Yeah.
you feel forever.
We can pray through this fire,
Mm-hmm.
just like Eleazar, my teacher, did.
Yeah.
Bone down to the bones, praying, and y'all was all like, "Oh, whoa."
And still got
What's
the nerve
going
to bring
on?
more people out to be tortured.
Mm-hmm.
That first one would have been like, you know what? Listen, King,
Mhm.
I'm out.
Yeah,
This brother was burnt. I saw his bones, and he was still talking. I'm out. I
yeah.
can't do no more.
They praying. He bones. He praying. Well,
That's some kind of.
and that's after he got stuck through and
Yes.
beat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he old.
Gray hair and all.
Beat him up, blood
Everywhere.
everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
skin, body hanging apart. Just
Remember they
in-
stuck the stake through
And
his
then had the
stomach.
nerve to try to talk and make him talk.
Yeah.
and
while
tell
he's
him
gasping for air.
cook your own food.
Yeah. And
While
told him to
he's
still
in this
eat
state.
and act like you eating the pork.
That's that thing where they think black people don't feel pain.
Yes, that's
Yes.
exactly what that is.
Like, you know
Yes.
what? Yeah, Yeah, you can just move that spear out. Now
Yeah.
the kitchen is go forward and make that left. The pots and pans, all you need.
Cook
You-
food
you
yourself. Act like you eating pork. We good.
Yeah, go in there. Even if you got a lip, you might have to limp in there, but go ahead. You're gonna be all right. Brother man is knocking at doors, death, death door. Like, okay, it's me, oh Lord.
These people. Oh my
Same
goodness.
spirit today.
It
Same.
is. Yeah, that's why I'm like these people.
Ancient spirits, they ain't gone away. Same.
Verse 10. When they had thus spoken, the tyrant was not only exasperated against them as being refractory, but enraged with them as being ungrateful.
Well, I'm supposed to see what you presenting as something good for me.
It's an honor and a privilege for me to sleep with you. What do you mean?
Oh, enemy.
Yeah.
You done already told me you my enemy. You want me to give you some. And if I don't, you're gonna torture me.
But it's the same today. Well, these they should be grateful
Exactly.
that they can now live in the different neighborhoods that
Yeah.
they should be great. Why
Yeah.
are they complaining?
Yeah.
You all
that's
should
exactly
be
what that is.
grateful that there is a C0ryTim3 for you. That's why we market it to you first.
Yeah.
You should be grateful that you have that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should be grateful that you have a Planned Parenthood
Yeah.
in your
Ugh.
neighborhoods.
Yes. Be
So you
grateful for
Be grateful.
welfare.
This is what we're doing. You know, be
Welfare
We're
grateful.
nice to you. We're giving you food stamps. Excuse me, who grew the food? Who taught you how to grow the food?
Who taught you how to bake? Well, we should be grateful.
You should be grateful.
I'm telling it's that same spirit
Same
today.
spirit.
Well, yeah, because you should be grateful we don't band together right now and
Facts.
kill all y'all. That
you
need to
should be grateful, okay?
that we do follow Torah.
Absolutely.
Because if we stop following Torah, you dying.
You should
Not
be grateful.
us. You better be
Girl.
grateful. Because remember, one of us, check your history, boo. One of us was sending 10,000 of y'all, 1,000.
And 10,000.
Yep. You better remember all them wars that you never won.
Boy,
Unless we were in disobedience.
listen. You know what I see walking in this present time? The audacity.
Mm-hmm.
The audacity.
The audacity, okay? This brother said we should
Girls.
be
Yes.
grateful. Okay.
And that's what he mad at. You ungrateful.
because
I
we won't
killed
say-
everybody else but y'all. I gave a chance. Did you?
At what expense, though? At the expense of my booty
No.
being broken?
They said
Being tainted? Being
defiled.
being spoiled.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Serving
Mm-mm.
idol gods? Boy, that costs too much.
Let me spoil you.
Basically.
Let me spoil you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let me make you.
Cause when he gonna make them some rulers and stuff?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
gonna give them authority.
Uh-huh.
over
Yeah,
certain things.
authority. I'll give you authority. How you gonna give
He
me
wanted-
the authority of my own
He
stuff?
wanted them to be kept. You heard about
Yes.
the kept women and the kept men.
Mm-mm.
Those are those people, and where you have to
Yeah.
agree. So what happens is you're
He's
either a
on the
man
way.
or a woman,
Mhm.
and you're at their beck and call. They give you a phone.
Mhm.
They take care of all
is this
your.
where booty calls are?
But
No,
what-
not even
It's
that.
kind of
It's
worse
no,
than
what
that.
is
It's
it?
everything.
It's everything. Whatever they want, they will take care of you.
They'll put you
all-
in the house, buy all your clothes,
Give you
Like-
an allowance.
Mhm. big money.
And pay all your bills, but you have to be on beck and call.
Yep. You better
For
be
them.
there when they call you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't heard
And
that.
you
That's
they get to
being
do and they get to do whatever they want to you.
Mm.
Until they done with you.
Yes.
And then you
Then
broke.
you gotta move out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you smart though, all while they was giving you stuff, you made some moves.
Yeah.
If you did,
Cashed
yeah,
a couple
gotta
things
leave.
in, bought some stocks and bonds with
Yep.
that allowance.
Bought secret houses on the side, put it
Yeah.
only in your name. Unless you was
Yeah.
smart, you was broke at the end of it. But the smart ones,
Mm. That's new to me. I didn't know that there was
Yeah,
some
that's
kept
being
women.
It's being kept.
Is that
Yeah.
being that's then or now?
They're doing
Yeah.
that to this day.
Yeah, to
Oh,
this day.
interesting.
Men
Okay.
and women.
Yep,
Mm.
men
being
and
kept.
women. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm thinking sugar daddies, but that's
Yeah, that's the same thing.
The
Sugar
same-
daddy, sugar mama.
Yep.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay. Wow. How low can we go?
Yeah, about that low.
Yeah.
Let's see, verse 11. So that at his bidding, the torturers brought forth the eldest of them, and tearing through his tunic, bound his hands and arms on each side with thongs. And when they had labored hard without effect in scourging him, they hurled him upon the wheel. And the noble youth, extended upon this, became dislocated. So they
So-
pulled his body apart.
Yeah.
Boy.
They put
All
him.
his
They
joints.
strapped this.
Yeah.
They strapped his ankles, and they pulled him from both sides and dislocated all his joints.
This just definitely remind me of how to make a Negro a Christian
Mhm.
Yeah,
and how they put the men on the horses
Mhm.
and did it that way.
yeah.
And why'd you have to tear through his tunic? Why'd
You didn't have to.
You didn't have to do that.
You wanted to
You
touch
wanted
him.
to see.
You wanted to see, and you wanted
You
to touch
thought
him.
it was all like
Mhm.
Mm.
you wanted to see.
And scourging that's whooping.
Yeah, that's whooping.
With the
Mhm.
cat of nine tail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh boy. Okay, so it says 14. And with every member disjointed, he exclaimed in expostulation,
Oh, so he gonna talk. Everything.
almost a cursed tyrant, an enemy of heavenly justice, and cruel hearted. I am no murderer, nor sacrilegious man whom you thus ill use, but a defender of the divine Torah. And when the spearmen said, consent to eat, that you may be released from your tortures, he answered, not so, powerful, O accursed ministers, is your will, as to stifle my reasoning, cut my limbs, and burn my flesh, and twist my joints. For through all my torments, I will convince you that the children of the Ivrim, the Hebrews, are alone unconquered in behalf of virtue.
Girl, why he
I
on
ain't
this
the
wheel
one.
though?
Yes. Everything dislocated.
He's in the
That has to hurt.
he's in the
To
throngs
take a
of being
breath.
tortured.
Yes.
To take
Yeah.
a breath hurts, okay? At this point,
Yes. At this point.
and you
Yeah.
have all this to,
Mhm.
wow.
And they probably like, he's still talking.
Like they ain't lying. These some stiff necked Negroes.
Yep.
That's why they've been trying to figure us out all this time.
They can't figure us out.
They can't figure us out.
Whoa.
That's why now let's just shoot them up. Let's give
Wow.
them something, and we need to change their DNA.
We need a little bit of that DNA.
Yeah, we need some of that to give us some of this melanin.
Throw
Like,
a blood drive out there and see who's gonna go up there and get it.
if we drink
Oh,
their
no.
blood, well, we'll be okay. If we eat them, are we gonna have something they have?
Mm-mm.
That's nasty.
Wow.
Verse 19. While he was saying this, they heaped up fuel and setting fire to it, strained upon him the wheel still more. And the wheel was defiled all over with blood, and the hot ashes were quenched by the droppings of gore, and pieces of flesh were scattered about the axles of the machine. And although the framework of his bones was now destroyed, the high-minded and Abrahamic youth did not groan.
Ooh, I bet that. Ooh, I bet that made them the most upset. Like, really, he talking back?
Yeah, he was talking back.
And he ain't even
defiantly.
in no pain. He not
ain't
even
in
going,
no
oh, dumb, you wicked tyrant. He going, you wicked tyrant. Like he ain't even in pain.
But wait.
There's
There's
more.
more.
Okay.
But as though transformed by fire into immortality, he nobly endured the rackings, saying, imitate me, O brethren, nor ever desert your station, nor abjure my brotherhood in courage. Fight the holy and honorable fight of the faith, by which means our just and paternal providence, becoming merciful to the nation, will punish the pestilent tyrant.
Wow. So, but as though transformed by fire. So I think like this is kind of a way like Yahuwah tests us. You get to the edge, he pulls you back, and you watch what they're doing to you.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like you don't. He's not groaning in pain because he don't really feel pain.
No, he don't.
He don't really feel pain, but he's
right.
still able to
Kind of
do what he
process
has
what's
to do
going
and
to
say
happen.
what he got to say through the body. But it's something that
And he's
Yah
detached.
protects.
Yeah.
He detaches something.
And we learned that in the other
Mhm.
books that once you
Yeah.
are, I think it was the martyr through Polycarp.
Yeah, I
So,
think it was him.
yeah, we
Yeah.
learned that when you are being,
Martyred
martyred for the Torah,
Most High and the Torah.
you don't feel that. It's kind of like having an outer body experience. But the fact that this brother flesh is everywhere,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Falling on the fire.
falling on the fire, and he's still trying to encourage his brothers to stand for.
Yeah, can tell it's gonna be all right. Y'all just get through this.
Right. And it's never about themselves.
Right.
At any moment,
Yeah.
he could have been like, all right, listen, this point.
There's too much.
He probably couldn't even have to say anything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's so worried or concerned about his brothers.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep standing.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Ain't as bad as you think.
Yep.
Because they did not win. They think they did. But at this point, you gotta know something up. This ain't going the way we planned.
Right.
Because I would have thought after these brothers saw Eleazar, they would have took my first offer.
Same.
The ungrateful Negroes.
Right.
These ungrateful Hebrews.
But it's
they
also. Oh, sorry, Auntie. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That
No, I was about to
gonna
say, like, it's also encouraging to know, like, we're related.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if they had that kind of strength,
Come on.
then,
Yeah.
girl, you know we got it now.
Same,
Yeah.
Same DNA.
Yeah.
and same Yahuwah.
Same Yahuwah. We
Wow.
still have that
That's
strength.
why they don't want us to read this.
Mm-mm.
Because we'll be like, okay, whatever. Torture.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. It says in verse 25, and saying this, the revered youth abruptly closed his life. And when all admired his courageous soul, the spearmen brought forward him who was second in point of age, and having put on iron hands, bound him with pointed hooks to the catapult.
These people.
And when on inquiring whether he would eat before he was tortured, they heard his noble sentiment. After they, with the iron hands, had violently dragged all the flesh from the neck to the chin, the panther-like beast tore off every skin of his head. But he, bearing with firmness this misery, said, how sweet is every form of death for the faith of our fathers. And he said to the tyrant, think you not, most cruel of all tyrants, that you are now tortured more than I, finding your overweening conception of tyranny conquered by our patience in behalf of our faith? For I lighten my suffering by the pleasures which are connected with virtue. But you are tortured with threatenings for impiety, and you shall not escape, most corrupt tyrant, the vengeance of divine wrath.
He said, you ain't, you think you winning and you ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine you torturing somebody? Because
Mm-hmm.
I tortured you, but because I didn't give in to you, you lost.
He peeled his skin.
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
what it
To
is.
hear.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the peeling of the skin that
Yeah.
still goes on today.
Yes.
Okay, that
Yes.
just so recently they found over thousands of bodies,
Mhm.
Hebrew
Mhm.
bodies, okay,
Mhm.
skinless
Mhm.
in Africa.
Mhm.
Mhm.
What in the world is
I don't
wrong
know
with
what this
these
is about the
people?
skin.
Because they
Harvesting
trying
it.
to,
They're harvesting. They're trying to
Making
figure out a way
mask or
to
something.
make melanin. They're trying to
I
figure out a
told
way
y'all
to
they
make
wanted some of my
melanin.
mama's skin
I
when
believe
she
it.
was freshly gone.
What?
Yes, they asked for permission for her skin. And I was like, why did you? Because I didn't call them back till everything was over.
Mhm.
I said, what you want her skin for? It was like, oh, because some people need skin grafts. And they said, but it's too late yet. Now it would have had to been when she just passed. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they did it anyway because when you know how they fix up the body and stuff, and I went to look at the coffin, I said, Chris, that's not my mama. Something don't look right. He was like, nah, that's how no. I know how my mama looked. That's not how she looked. I think they took some of her skin anyway.
Whoa.
I think they took some stuff from her. She did not look like. Don't act like I ain't never seen my mama.
Right.
That did not look like her. I'm sorry. It just did not. It just did not. Y'all did something. Y'all took something.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you took it while she was alive. I really do believe that with all my heart. I believe she did because of something y'all took.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe. Because that ain't what she looked like.
Wow.
She was not like that, all small and skinny, and y'all took some stuff. Come on, don't play me.
They've been taking stuff for centuries and still doing it today. That's what I'm saying. It's the same ancient spirit that hate us, that hate the seed of Jacob, that's constantly coming after us.
Mm-hmm. And they can't defeat us, and they're trying to figure out why.
They didn't put Planned Parenthoods to wipe us out, but more of them been using it. They've been putting welfare, more of them been using it.
Well, it was created for them in the first place.
The welfare?
Yeah.
I thought it was for us. They
it was
tried to
never
put it
for
out there
us.
to break up the family.
It was never for us.
Come on and learn something new.
Yeah, it was.
At
it
what,
was always
703?
Like farmers and everything begin welfare.
Yeah.
They pay them not to grow crops.
Absolutely.
They've been doing it so they can keep the price of food up.
Yep.
They've been doing that.
What?
Yep. When Roosevelt was in office, that's when it started.
It's people with whole farms that have never grown anything, just living off our tax dollars. Yeah, it's more of them on welfare than us. They ain't trying to look out for us, girl.
I know they ain't trying to look out for us, but I had no idea.
It is,
girl. I thought that they created like welfare to keep the men out the house and stuff like that.
Nah. They thought, let's put them in on it and make us enemy. Our enemy tried to make it seem like they was doing something for us.
Right. Wow.
And so they used something they already had in place, but
very interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Well.
All right. Now this is chapter 10. Now this one, having endured this praiseworthy death, the third was brought along and exhorted by many to taste and save his life. But he cried out and said, know ye not that the father of those who are dead begat me also? I got to say that. And that the same mother bore me, and that I was brought up in the same tenets.
I'm sorry, that is so funny to me. Like he said, look, you wasting your time. We got the same mama and daddy.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same house. Why do you think my answer will be different?
Verse 3, I abjure you not the noble relationship of my brethren. Now then, whatsoever instrument of vengeance ye have, apply it to my body, for ye are not able to touch, even if ye wish it, my soul.
What you not gonna get is my soul.
Drop the mic and walk away.
Absolutely. What you not gonna get is my soul. Have this body all you want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still win. We still gonna win.
Because I'm getting a new one anyway.
Exactly. Okay. We
This
see
one,
that.
I can't take this one with me. So,
Yeesh. Well,
yeah.
But they, highly incensed at his boldness of speech, dislocated his hands and feet with racking engines, and wrenching them from their sockets, dismembered him. And they dragged around his fingers and his arms and his legs
oh,
and his ankles. And not being able by any means to strangle him, they tore off his skin
okay.
together with the extreme tips of his fingers,
Okay.
flayed him, and
What
then
in the
held him,
evil?
and then held him to the wheel, around which his vertebral joints were loosened, and
Auntie,
he saw his own flesh torn to shreds,
He saw it.
this is
and streams of blood flowing from his entrails.
Okay. What in the evil? What in the evil? What in the evil?
And when about to die, he said, "I had to
We're
get to this
about to
part.
die.
I had to get to this part. Hold on.
He ain't dead yet?
Listen.
Okay.
We, O accursed tyrant, suffer this for the sake of divine education and virtue. But you, for your impiety and bloodshedding, shall endure indissoluble torments."
You gonna get it. Like,
So what's this is the picture I'm getting, that they know and understand that this life is temporary,
yes.
Mhm.
that
Yes.
they're passing from time into eternity,
Yes.
Yep.
that the Most High is going to take the very memory of pain,
Mhm.
if they so
Yes.
experienced it,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and they will live in paradise for eternity.
For eternity.
But this
But
tyrant,
you-
he's going to remember even doing this
yes.
to
Wow.
them, and be in pain,
Yes.
probably
For
from the
eternity.
same things that he did to them,
Yes. Yes.
for eternity.
For eternity.
Mm.
He like, you think you doing so.
Listen, there's no period for eternity. There is more like a dot. Okay.
On and on and on and on and on.
Mhm. Whoa.
It says they're not being able by any means. They tried to strangle him. Well, he must
After
have
all
a
the stuff that you
strong
was doing.
neck. Like,
But after dislocating,
Yeah.
you then decided to strangle.
yeah.
It wasn't enough that
Like,
you dislocated and broke and
already.
anything. Like, y'all, true story, this really happened, okay?
Mhm.
Yes.
True
True
story.
story.
Okay?
But
Well,
we barbaric. We're the ones who's barbaric.
interesting.
Check
Interesting.
history, boo.
With
These
that,
people.
we are going to conclude until tomorrow.
We'll be back at 5 p.m., y'all. 5 p.m.
Wait. It's fourth day tomorrow, not fifth day.
You're right. We'll be back at 6 p.m., y'all. 6 p.m. I'm like, oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm still used.
Shabbat.
Yeah, Shabbat. Okay. So we'll be back, y'all,
All
at
right.
6 p.m. With that being said, shalom from our hearts to yours,
Shalom.
okay?
Have
Shabbat
some
shalom. Bye, y'all. Whoa.
That was too deep.
That's too much for me.
That's-
That literally was like too much. I'm like, it's so
graphic.
Right, exactly. And I can see it in my head. Like, oh, and I
Yeah.
was pushing her like,
Yeah.
hey,